Hey guys, this is Tauna, and today we have my spring into action. Well, I'm calling it spring into action. It is a rabbit deck built all around rabbits and built around Finneas, the Ace Archer. Wow, I can't pronounce Ace apparently. Archer here. So he is a very, very interesting commander. I actually really like him. Whenever he attacks, put a +1/+1 on each other creature you control that's a token or a rabbit. So you can kind of guess as to where we've kind of gone with this deck. Now, I am basically making all kind of tribal / kindred decks around Bloomburrow, and this is going to be one of them. Somewhere in front of me here is the start of the deck for myself, based off of cards that I've got and stuff like that. I don't want to buy too many singles, but in here, I've kind of gone and I've built a decent deck for you guys in a budget below $100 US. So that way you guys can pick up the deck if you guys want to see how it plays and everything. It's very much built around creating a lot of tokens, namely rabbits, mostly rabbits in here, and then going in for some combat and then, you know, getting value from either the +1/+1s or, you know, creating more rabbits and just overflowing the board. So having a look, obviously Finneas is the commander here, built around, you know, putting +1/+1s out on things and then creating some value from that with drawing cards by whenever we get to total power 10 or more. As for the artifacts here, mostly I've got kind of, you know, typical kind of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Unity for our ramp. We've got the Carrot Cake here, creates a rabbit and allows us to scry. Halo Fountain is a win con. It untaps 15 tapped creatures you control and you win the game. Right, so I wanted to make sure that, you know, there's just a slight alternate win con in here that we can potentially use, but it also allows us to draw some cards and untap things and create some citizen tokens, because why not? Idle Oblivion is basically just going to be a free card every turn. Patchwork Banner is a very nice card. I actually really like this card, right? So it is like a new kind of it's a banner. It gives all of our creatures +1/+1 for whatever creature type we chose. So we choose rabbits, obviously, but it also taps for 1 mana. So it's a nice kind of, you know, arcane signet that costs 1 more, but it also, you know, buffs things up. It's really nice. Mars Good Nexus to make all our non-rabbits in here, which we do have a few of, into rabbits as well. And then Swift Foot Boots to be able to give haste to Finneas, because Finneas doesn't come with haste. So he's going to get +1/+1s from here, because, oh no, it's other creatures you control. So he doesn't get the +1/+1s himself, which is interesting actually. But either way, you know, we've got other ways to be able to buff him up in here. All right, so as for our creatures in here, most of them are, you know, rabbits. We've got a lot of rabbits. We've got rabbit token creators in here. The Abzan Falconeer to give all our things with +1/+1s flying. Bloodlight Predator is going to go bonkers because of the fact that we're going to have so many rabbits coming in. If you choose rabbit, then, you know, just get lots and lots of rabbits. Burke to enable us to double all our +1/+1s. You know, we've got a lot of things, you know, creating rabbits and rabbit synergies and stuff. Now, some other stuff in here we've got is Cutsil. So it makes it so that we draw cards whenever things attack that have greater power than their base damage when they deal combat damage. Draw a card. Nice. Oran Frostfang, give all our attacking creatures Death Touch. Who loves more than a 1/1 rabbit flying in with Death Touch? No one's going to block that. So we get some, you know, free combat damage from that. We've got Mirror Entity here, just allow us to do like a big finisher with that. Jack Rabbit is insane, creates so many so many 1/1 rabbits with it. You know, Pollen Hair, there's a couple creatures in here that get, you know, power based off of the power and toughness of it. Sovereign Architect in here as well to make it so that all of our temporary buffs, which we've got a couple of, all become permanent buffs, because it turns any, you know, anything that's got power higher than its base power will then get +1/+1s equal to the difference from there, which means that things can get out of control very quickly. It's like doubling +1/+1s, but harder. Warren Warleader is our king in here. He's our king. All worship Warren Warleader. So whenever you attack, he is going to create a 1/1 white rabbit. Or you could give your attacking creatures +1/+1. But He has offspring, so you could play him. You've got 6 mana out. You get 2 of the Warren War Leader. Then we've got some populate stuff in here. So now we've got 3 Warren War Leaders. We've got 4, each of them coming in with new rabbits. And then all of them, you know, on one turn, you change it over. So you get all +1/+1s on all your creatures instead. You could do so many crazy things with him. Now, Valley Mightcaller is our non-rabbit. As well, he just gives +1/+1s to himself whenever a frog rabbit enters, so you can get him really big too. Our enchantments are mostly around, you know, some +1/+1 stuff and buffing up our creature tokens and stuff. Beastmaster Ascension just got reprinted and is really, really nice in this deck because of the fact that we're going to get to this 7 really, really fast. Innkeeper's Talent, double our +1/+1s. Growing Ranks, some populate, why not? And then we've got like Intangible Virtue in here as well to give all our creature tokens buffs, and then some Song of the World Soul here to populate. Just, I want to get like 5 Warren War Leaders out, and then they all are creating rabbits and just throw them at people's faces. Our instants in here are mostly around just protecting us, right? So we've got Dawn's Truce, which is a really nice protection. It is you and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. If you give someone a card draw, then boom, now your permanents have indestructible too. Really nice for 2 freaking mana. Inspiring Call gives all our things with +1/+1s indestructible, and draw cards because, you know, we just needed more card draw. Rootborn Defense, indestructible. You know, Sundering Growth here, populate. We've got some populate stuff in here. Second Harvest, make all our tokens, make more tokens in here. Lots of great ways to do it. Now, as for our lands, we've got 35 lands in here. Very, very, you know, small amount of lands. We've got a low kind of, we've got a lot of stuff that's really cheap, so 35 I think is fine. And because of the fact that we've got some ramp down here in our sorceries as well, I think 35 is okay. As for the sorceries, you know, we've got Cultivate, Farseek, we've got Nature's Law, 3 different big ramp things to get us some very nice stuff out there. We've got For the Common Good, make X tokens of our tokens, and then give all our tokens indestructible. Hop to it, I had to include it. Just create 3 bunnies, tempt with bunnies, give everyone bunnies, why not? And then, you know, Season of Burrow, create more bunnies. Hour of Reckoning is our board wipe here, and it's just destroy all non-tokens. I don't want to board wipe too much as us. We could potentially, you know, add in another board wipe in here, like what's the one from, I can't remember the one from the Doctor Who set, Everything to Dust or something like that. Everything comes to dust. This one here is actually really nice. Convoke, exile all creatures except those that share a creature type with creatures that convoke this spell, all artifacts and all enchantments. So we could convoke that, exile everything that's not rabbits, and boom, just really nice. So, you know, if you feel like you need another board wipe, that's an option there. I don't know, Everything to Dust, just, I really like this card, right? And it's not too expensive from memory. 250, not too bad. All right, now down in the maybe board here, these are bigger upgrades that I am not adding in because they would blow the budget by themselves, or just overall, you know, are more expensive. So stuff like Roaming Throne, double our rabbit triggers, Parallel Lives, Anointed Procession, Mondrak, just double all our tokens in here. Nesting Dovehawk, I think, is just killer in this deck. At the beginning of your combat, populate, and then whenever a creature token enters, buff it up. So you can get a really big nesting Dovehawk from here really fast. Cathar's Crusade, each time a creature enters, put a +1/+1 on all your other creatures. And then Ocelot Pride is really nice. This is an insane card, right? So at the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, keep in mind it has lifelink, create a 1/1 white rabbit. Then if you have the City's Blessing, for each token you control that entered, create a token that's a copy of it. So if we've got, like, you know, all our populate stuff kind of going off, we've got Warren War Leader going off and stuff, we're going to create so many tokens that we can then double them all. It's really nice. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the Finneas deck and the Finneas card. Do you think I've missed something here, or what exactly, you know, we could potentially do here? I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and goodbye.